few came together there off of 4, coming to the checkers, Graham of the 28. Lights are out. We're green at Timberline Speedway for the 4th event here in 2017. RaceOnTexas.com on hand and on demand. Into 1 and 2. Smooth Water is going to take the race lead and slide up in front of the 62X of Josh Warren for the race lead. He's got it. 3 wide down the back straightaway, and here comes Holt. Splitting the gap, he got the Walmart special. 3 for the price of 1 for car 31. 31 will slide up in front of the 10K and the 3 wide there mid-pack. Here comes Robinette in 1R. Storming to the front in 1R. Down the front boulevard, back into 1. It's all Smooth Waters. Austin Waters with the race lead. Oh, and Strickland just got into the tail take of the 1R of Robinette, and around he goes like a top. Robinette getting dumped into 1. Dustin Robinette got a shot in the shorts into turn number 1. Smooth Waters back on the loud pedal. We're back underway here at the Timberline Speedway and heat race number 1 for the factory stock. 1. Smooth! Right to the middle of the Timberline Speedway with the race lead. Off the exit of 2, Josh Warren from Shreveport and 62X in tow. Here comes Thrifty. Scotty Nichols getting a shot in the tail take. Here comes Justin Holt. These 2 guys running right now, 3rd and 4th, are side by side for the 3rd spot. They're like best friends. And right now, it's going to be Holt and Nichols going at it for 3rd into 1. It's a lot of fun. Josh Warren going to roll the hub in 62X, trying to work his way and pull into the inside of the 32A for the race lead of Austin Waters. Waters having nothing of it tonight as this time by. It'll be 4 in. Sorry, 3 scored, 5 laps to go, and Warren is going to try to make a mark for the race lead. He'll tag it to the bottom at the exit of turn number 2 and let the car sing down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3. The battle for 3rd and for the race lead still continues. They're side by side off of turn number 4. Warren just can't muster up enough momentum around the hub of the racetrack right now. It's 4 in, 4 laps to go here in your opening heat race of round 4 of 2017 here at the Timberline Speedway. Factory stock action coming at you hot and heavy. They're side by side for 3rd down the back straightaway. Josh Warren is all over the tilt take. A Smooth for the top spot here. 3 laps to go. This time by who's it going to be? Down the front straightaway. Oh, and a bobble by the N1 of Nichols. Nichols up out of the groove, and Justin Holt is coming to the front fast and in a hurry. Justin Holt may have the best car on the racetrack, but they're side by side for the race lead down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Door for the race lead, and a slight job there for 3 and 4. What a move by Josh Warren to take over the top spot. That was nasty. Josh Warren going to slide up in front of the 32A of Austin Waters for the race lead. Austin Waters says, I'm not having it tonight. Get out of my house. Austin Waters tries to pull back to the inside of the 62X. The 62X of Warren separates himself by a car length into 3. This time by off of turn number 4. It'll be the white flag displayed, and they're side by side off of turn number 4. Smooth trying to take the top spot back. He relinquished it a lap ago. He'll power it back off into 1 and 2 and let that Best in Your Power sing his song off the exit of turn number 2. That Best in Your Power plant built by Chuck Priestley and Whitehead. Into 3 for the final time as Travis Bowden got turned on the final lap. Into the inside for the race lead. Coming to drag race into the line. It's going to be all 62X. Josh Warren from Shreveport, your winner. Inside over number 3, it's Craig Oakes from Marshall, Texas in car number 91. Outside is Cody Robbins. He has won several main events at the, well, tough break for Craig Oakes on the start of this one. You know, playing the Eminem 8 Mile Lose Yourself, and Craig Oakes lost it there. And we'll get a retract. And Bobby Brantley in the 12. Top 4 to the A, the rest to the B. The lights are out. We are underway, and a good start by the ABC Ready Mix. Number 4, Bad Chad, losing himself out front in this one. As there are 4 different lanes wide there for the 2nd spot. Oh my, look at that. Lindell way up the hill where Grandpa keeps the good bourbon. Down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3. They're side by side for 3rd as Brandon Brown has gotten by. And now James Thompson will dispose of the 7 as there are 3 different lanes wide back there for 4th, 5th, 6th. Down the front boulevard. Into 1. Brandon Brown holds on to the 2nd spot, but here comes Oakes. Craig Oakes trying to the inside there, but I tell you, the car on the move right now is JT. James Thompson coming to the front here at the Timberline Speedway while they're letting Bad Chad out front all while he's lonesome. Clean air, and he is gone with the wind. Like the Kermit the Frog meme, he's got his pinky sticking out and he is sipping his tea. He's minding his own business. And how about JT? The Mod Mafia 85, James Thompson from worst to 2nd in the first 2 laps here at Timberline Speedway and Factory Stock Heat Race number 2. What a drop for 85. What a drop for 85 tonight. But he's going to need maybe, oh my goodness gracious, Ed Jacob right in front of your leader in the 4 of Chad Abernathy. Abernathy had to go way high, wide, and handsome there to avoid him. That could have been nasty. Boy, that lap traffic will cost you sometimes. Doesn't cost him there. He's lucky that he had a sizable advantage and he's able to separate himself already by a full straightaway. And this one is just going to be 3 laps to go. This time by for Chad Abernathy out of Mount Ada, Arkansas in car 4. He's in an Outlaw chassis with a Boone Race engine power underneath the hood for the 2017 season into turn number 1. The Outlaw chassis with the best engine power plant underneath the hood of the 85 of the 2013 Arcotech Speedway factory stock track champion of James Thompson. This is the car that Justin Whitehead won the $2,500 to win SmackDown at 85 Speedway back in February. His first win of the 2017 season. Down the front straightaway, James Thompson.
Last one to go. Last one to go.
Well, right now, Chad Abernathy with the race lead sets the pace. Alan Lindo around there on the restart. As right now, James Thompson's found some friends in low places, and it's right around the low side of the Timberline Speedway where he's made his gains all the way to second. He got a caution here with just 3 laps to go to see if he has a shot for the 4 car. In the form of Mount Ada, Arkansas's Chad Abernathy. Arkansas won the first 2 races of 2017 with Taylor Carver winning the 1,000-win prelude to the factory stock 50. On opening night, the Nashville, Arkansas racer, and then Bad Chad won night number 2. And then the Texan of T.J. Evans went the victory lane in our most recent event as the white flag is out here in heat race number 2 for the factory stocks down the front straightaway. Chad Abernathy's led every lap of this one, and it's been no dispute, no debate who has the best car in this race. He's down the back straightaway, already approaching turn number 3 as James Thompson right second. The battle for third's a Dandy, and they're side by side for third down the back straightaway. This is for the top 4 go to the A, but very important for where you're going to line up in the main event. Brandon Brown's going to hold off Bobby Jordan. And your winner goes to Mount Ada, Arkansas's Chad Abernathy. So once again, your unofficial top 4 in the Lishman 4 covering Outlaw chassis. Best in your power, Nicola Don Bodies number 10 from Texas, Canada. That'll be Bobby Jordan. Dead last. Let's see how far Aaron can go to the front. Free white for the race lead into 1 and 2 on the start. And Lee Carver just slid right up in front of the Nashville, Arkansas racer Woodruff. That was as clean as smooth. And here comes Green. I told you, that's the Walmart special if I've ever seen it. He got the Kroger, the Walmart, the Target, and the Walgreens special off of 4. How about Aaron Green in 87? Wow. If you don't like that, well, you don't like dirt track racing. That young man said, get out of my house. Everybody sit down and take a seat. And they did. And he is gone with the wind. Somebody put on some Phil Collins. I will, because he is feeling it coming in the air tonight. Aaron Green is feeling it, and he is hot under the collar, and that right foot is really heavy. Oh, my. Whew. I didn't think he was really going to do it, race fans. I told you to watch him, but I really didn't think he was I didn't think he was going to pass every single car in literally 1 turn. Holy smokes, Aaron Green's fast tonight. Of course, he beat Justin Whitehead last Saturday night at Arcotech Speedway in a heat race event. Ran him down and passed him. And, yeah, you know, I had to give that kid some confidence. He's in an Outlaw chassis with the F1 power underneath the hood built by Donovan Owens as the battle for second is heating up. Lee Carver from Locksburg, driving Robert French's 5F, trying to hold off the Frankston, Texas racer in the form of the 50 of Billy Mazzell. Mazzell trying to make a charge, can't get the job done. As Carver still right second, Mazzell's third in the 4th and final transfer spot is your most recent winner, T.J. Evans out of Kilgore. T.J. Evans in the Ingles Racing Performance factory stock. He's the only IRP chassis factory stock in the house tonight as Lee Carver diamonds off the corner. Off of turn number 4. It'll be 3 laps to go for young gun Aaron Green in 87. Tonight could be the night that Aaron Green finally cashes in on his first ever Timberline Speedway victory. He's been so close. Nearly won the Longhorn Classic here 2 years ago. As 2 sticks for car 87 of Aaron Green, who is annihilating his competition right now. What a dominant performance of this young man. Into 1. Sometimes you just got to call it like you see it. Yep. He'll come around this time by, and he'll get the white flag for the final quarter-mile trip around this beautiful prepared oval here in Crowley, Texas. Aaron Green, second, Lee Carver. As the battle for third's still a good one into 1. Side by side for third. Maybe a tire going down on the 50, but off of 4, dominating and annihilating his competition. How about the win for Aaron Green in 87? Second, we'll go to Lee Carver from Locksburg, Arkansas in 5F. Third, we'll go to the Kilgore Texan T.J. Evans in 215. That's number 2. In the 6X, in the Hatfield-powered Specialty Contractors Mars race car from Natchitoches, Louisiana, it's KP Kyle Plaison outside. Jerry Kurt, nope, that's Cody Castle. Not sure where. There's Chris Hennigan. So a few cars not making it out for this race. They go side by side for the race lead into turns 1 and 2. KP Kyle Plaison trying to get a win in the great state of Texas tonight. Won at Lone Star Speedway last season, and they're side by side for the race lead. A Hatfield power underneath the hood of the 6X Specialty Contractors Mars race car with a PTS underneath the hood of the Jack Swindon Silver number 78 and the former Billy Jack Brucher out of Gladewater, Texas. Billy Jack knows his way around this racetrack here in Corley. As right now he'll roll right to the mid part of the speed plane off of 4 with the high side momentum to his advantage, and he'll storm into turn number 1 at 78 with the race lead. Billy Jack Brucher up on the wheel tonight, baby. And KP Kyle Plaison can only stalk his tire tracks right now, but he's trying to find a different line. They'll move up a line and follow the track to the 78 this time off of 4. Kyle Plaison grew up cutting his teeth in open wheel modifieds. Now the home racetrack of Sabine Motor Speedway in Manny, Louisiana. Kyle's been doing a lot of traveling this year. Locally, started off, of course, the season of the USMTS Series down in Goliad, Texas, and a big bottle that time for the race lead, and he's got it at the line. KP takes the race lead. Smooth and silk does it. Smooth and easy does it, and Billy Jack nearly just lost the handle into 1 and 2. The car stepping out front of the car's handling, going away maybe just a little bit, but I'll tell you this right now. Don't count out Billy Jack. He is a guy, he's a gasser, very aggressive racer. KP a little more calculated. He's aggressive, I guess, when he needs to be. Billy Jack's a guy that I watch race that just goes hard every single lap. Sometimes it gets him into victory lane, sometimes it bites him. And I don't say that as a negative thing. Billy Jack's come a long way as a racer in the last several years. No doubt about that. Into 1. So Plaison still with the race leader in the 6X, followed by the 78 of Billy Jack Brucher in the battle for third's a good one. Whittakin, Chris Hennigan being pressured by the 16-year-old Ty Clampett. Clampett in an old Hennigan car that Chris Hennigan won a USMTS race in. Off of 4. The white flag is waved into 1 for your race leader. And here comes Jack. Turning to the inside. The battle for third's a good one. Billy Jack tried to get on the race lead. Lap traffic there for KP Kyle Plaison. That should seal the deal, and it will. Off of 4. Natchitoches, Louisiana's KP Kyle Plaison, your winner of a modified heat race number 1 tonight. Presented by Murphy & Son Timber. Billy Jack, Randy Darling from Marshall. Skeet Amundsen and F5 and Chris Taylor alongside. Kenny Murphy and John Good Jr. Here we go. Ready to rock. 8 laps the distance. Oh, a wild start to 4 wide down the front straightaway. Robinette's 27, and they'll re-rack them and stack a 4 and super stock heat race number 1 presented by Hadaway towing off before we are underway. Beggs with the race lead. They're 1 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 all the way to the tail of the 33 at Darling and goes over the hump. Into turn number 3, side by side for second. Here comes Robinette to the inside of the 2 of Strickland. Can't get the job done. Into turn number 3, still side by side for the second spot. We'll see what happens here. As Beck still with the race lead into turns 1 and 2. Looking to stalk him down though. Robinette to the inside for second. They're 3 wide for the race lead off of turn number 4 down the front for another quarter over the runner-up spot. Phillip Beggs, the Naples Texan, trying to win one here for the home state into 1 and 2. The 72 of Phillip Beggs with the race lead. The 27 of Dustin Robinette and crossing underneath for the second spot. The Tim Strickland in 2. Tim Strickland out of Mod, Texas. His last lap running a 16.466 and a 16.264. 2/10 faster that lap for the 27 of Dustin Robinette. Robinette stalking the tire tracks of the race leader of the 72 of Phillip Beggs. Beggs not having it. He says, "Get out of my house." He's got the race lead into turn number 3 by about 3 car lengths now. He'll drive way high wide Hanson where Grandpa keeps the good bourbon off of 4, and he'll fade to second now. Dustin Robinette on the hooks. Texas will take the race lead into 1. Robinette will take the race lead in 27. The Amstel Camco Elevators. Hadaway towing sponsor 27 machine down the back straightaway. Lap traffic up ahead of your race leaders. They'll cross right underneath into turn number 3. Beggs in tow. One of the best performances in Phillip Beck's career. He'll fight back for the race lead off of turn number 4, but can't get the job done. 2 sticks, 2 to go, and here comes Skeet. Skeet says, "I want to be a player," and he throws his hat into the ring right now. and he'll look to throw the people's elbow here on the 72 of Philip Beggs, and he begs him not to. Here comes the F5. Amundsen to the inside for second. One more chip around the Corley, Texas Oval into one for Dustin Robinette, who has his hands full. Your top three cars all underneath a blanket right now. They're side by side for second off the exit of turn number 2. Fourth is Tim Strickland in the 2 and the 3 for the final time. Beggs drives it into downtown Dallas, Texas. Off of 4, your winner will go to the driver of 27 of Dustin Robinette from Hooks, Texas. Outside, the 14 is Kelly Lockey, making his first start here in 2017. Bailey Turner in 24, the lights are out, we go green. Limited modified action presented by RaceOnTexas.com. RaceOnTexas.com, the official video provider, as they go 3 different lanes wide for third and a 1 and 2. They're all over this racetrack tonight. It is racy from top to bottom, and you gotta love it. They're 3 wide here for second momentarily. The meat and the bun off of 4, but sliding up there on the 14 of Lockey, and he crosses underneath. What a move by Lockey. He says, Top Gun style, I'm going to hit the brakes, I'll fly right by. As Kelly Lockey in the 14 has his crosshairs down to the back of the 42 and the former lead Carver now. He'll go to the inside there, but pushes up a little bit. But he's still door-to-door off of 4. Carver will separate himself at the flag stand by half of a car length. Here comes Lockey. Lockey to the inside for the race lead. Kelly Lockey up on the wheel in 2017, already with 3 victories. He's got a pair of them at Roseville Speedway. I believe he got a win down it. Double check my sources. He's been good though. He's won heats at Lone Star as well. A new wrap for Kelly in 2017, courtesy of Eric Scott Spear Drivers. Then he takes the race lead at the 1 and 2. Kelly Lockey trying to win the first heat race of the night, presented by Race on Texas, side by side for the race lead down the back straightaway into turn number 3. And Lockey gonna be on the loud pedal just a little bit harder than the driver of the 42 at Carver, and he's got the top spot. Carver's gonna fight back into 1. What a race in Timberline Speedway. RaceOnTexas.com, limited mod heat race number 1. Tupper with trouble. As Sharpley has worked his way back up to 4th. Your top 3 have separated themselves. Colby Mewburn, keep your eyes on him. Colby has reeled in your lead duo now, and it's a race up front. Throw your top 3 underneath the blanket as well. Lockey with the race lead. Carver still second, and young Colby Mewburn in 3rd. Lockey now separating himself and taking second. How about Colby Mewburn off of 4? 36 to second. The Pro 1 transmission IRP chassis, best engine power central, hitting in there, sponsor number 36 for the young man. 16 years old into turn number 3. The son of Brian Mewburn will come home second, but Euro winner goes to Kelly Lockey in 14. Driving the BMW Cells, Jeff Bates power number 14 IRP. Your unofficial top 4 out of Hot Louisiana to go to the 11S of Jesse Sharpley. The 42, the CC Construction Carver. Number 42, B75, I call him the Farmerville Freight Train. It's Brandon Ball. Inside of row number 3. Out of Bagwell, Texas, the 80. Had a good run at Vivian in the top 5 last Saturday. James Wilson. Outsides, Papa Pump. Johnny Kemp from Blanchard in 48. And Dylan Spear, keep your eyes on the 22 Magnum. He's been bad fast this season all year long. He's won at Boot Hill Speedway. And he's been close to getting one at Arklatex. Into 1. It's going to be Rapid Roy with the race lead. I can already tell you right now, the limited modified main event tonight is going to be a good one. As long as these guys can keep their cars together and their equipment. Oh, wow. Simultaneous synchronized spinning into turn number 3 and 4. That was wild, child. We're back underway. Ooh, sliding up for second there. Billy Mazzell, the B75 of B-Ball. B-Ball says, I'm not going to have it. He'll throw the slight job and then turn number 3. They're going way up the hill is the Frankston Texan, Billy Mazzell, and he'll lose only lost 1 spot. It's Papa Pump, Johnny Kemp, with his hands full of the 22 mag of Dylan Spear now. Spear hasn't raced much here in his career. And he's trying to find a lane and just find the fastest way around. As Keith Tidwell came around at the bottom of 1 and 2, Bill Harmon, Power, Clean and Green, Rapid Roy, Aaron Roy up front, leading the way with, a guy that I don't want to call a rival. A guy that, they race each other pretty tough, pretty competitively. I told Brandon Ball and Victor Lane on Saturday night at Arklatex Speedway He had won the 4th race of the 2016 season at Arklatex, which I don't know if this can translate over here to Timberline, but I'll tell you the story anyway. And he had won that night 1 year ago on that same date. I said the following race at Arklatex, you finished second, and Aaron Roy won it. And that was exactly where Aaron finished to Brandon on Saturday night at Arklatex, was second. And right now he finds himself leading Brandon Ball here in heat race action. So will it be an omen that Aaron Roy goes to victory lane here at his home racetrack for the first time in 2017, and history repeats itself, but at a different racetrack. He won on this weekend a year ago in the 1 and 2. They'll look to dispose of the lap track of the 47 of Keith Tidwell, and not often that car gets put down a lap. JoJo Wilhelm, the typical hired gun of that machine. Ooh, and he just went for the infield. Not sure if he got a shot there from the 35. Hard to tell from my vantage point. With 2 to go. Ball not able to do anything with Rapid Roy, who is rapid fast, as I say. He rolls off a 4, and he'll see the white flag coming out one more trip. Final trip down the back straightaway in RaceOnTexas.com Limited Modified Heat Race number 2. For the driver of the Texarkana Emergency Center Presto Magic Clean DE rear wraps, number 35, it's Rapid Roy Aaron Roy, your winner of Heat Race number 2. Presented by RaceOnTexas.com. The ball, the front wheel freight train will grab second in B75. So we get ready to rock. Kick the tires, light the fires off of 4. Your outside pole sitter to the L17. If Griffin did not make it out, that pushes up Connor Mubern to the outside pole. And into 1 and 2, they're side by side for the race lead. Mubern with the whole shot and the momentum from that outside line, working to his advantage as he powers that number 36 into turn number 3. They're side by side for second. Powell and Jesse Tate door to door off of 4. That outside line, one of the name of the game in these 4-cylinders, you want to keep the momentum and the RPMs wound up in these motors and keep these cars as straight as possible. All about momentum. Goodness gracious. I was wondering who was doing all that yelling. I know they're calling for the factory stock feature. Is that what I heard? I could hear that in the soundproof box. All right. Anytime I can give Jamie Kyle a hard time, I'm going to do it. I ain't giving him one yet. Down the back straightaway, approaching lap traffic, your race leader to the 36 at Connor Mubern. I remember after this young man's very first ever race, it was shown to me that night that he really, really is going to be a success in this sport, because he was disappointed in how he performed. He thought he could have won the first time he ever even got behind the wheel of this car. The young man does not lack any confidence whatsoever. He's a Mubern, folks. He may put his fire suit on one leg at a time, as they say, but this kid right here, along with his brother Colby, who finished second in his limited heat tonight, Brian's got to be very proud of his kids and grinning ear to ear watching their progression. They've come a long ways in a very short amount of time, and Christie as well. I mean, they put a lot of stock in their youngsters, and that's something cool to see. Kind of a rarity, if you will, too. But when you know talent, and off of 4, it'll be 2 trips to go for the 36 of Mubern. Jesse Tate rides second in the 13J. Morgan Powell still holds on to the 3rd spot in 21M. All the way from the tail is Colby Kelly, who started this race in 9th. He's up to 4th. The white flag, the final trip for the 36 of Connor Mubern. Checkers are out. Your winner goes to the 36 of Texarkana's Connor Mubern. How about it? Connor Mubern takes the win. Second at the Arklatex Speedway in Vivian, the C49 of Justin Converse. Inside of row number 2 to be Tommy Goodman in the 13. Outside is Jacob Jones from Nash in 27. Inside of 3 is Ashton Owens from Redwater, Texas in the 5. Chuck Rainwater in 11C. Cole Derrick in 4G, the winner at Boot Hill. Outside of the 22 is Cole Burleson. Those two finished neck and neck at Boot Hill. a couple of weeks ago. Into one. There's 3 different lanes wide for the race lead. Cole Derrick around the hub in the orange 4G. He can feel the Top Gun anthem playing in his head. Derrick takes the race lead over Converse in the C49. John, you've got some heavy shoes in this one. The drivers who have been typically on a consistent basis up front here in this 4-cylinder division since it was added here to the Corley, Texas Oval are all up near the front right now. And Burleson, who's come from dead last, he's going to try to work on second off the exit of turn number 2, the car of car number 22. You know what can motivate a driver? Well, you tell him that you come in tonight and you could win 4 in a row and he'll take second away from the driver who has been tough to beat. Like I said, won last Saturday at Arcotech Speedway in the Thriller. Justin Converse, who's typically in another universe here in Corley, Texas, rolls the outside of the speed plant. Still holds on a second as Cole Burleson trying to dispose of him and hunt down the other Cole. Here comes Jacob Jones to the inside of third. Burleson had some company for just a moment, but he's still there. This is the car that John Mitchell, and he'll slide up in front and he'll take that spot away. Nice move for Jacob Jones. Jacob Jones is up on the wheel. So Cole Burleson fading a little bit here, and Jacob Jones coming on strong. It'll be 4 laps to go. Maybe Jacob Jones has something up his sleeve to run down for the race lead. Ooh, got in there a little hot and heavy. Almost made some contact there with Converse. So Converse still rides second. Cole Derrick out front, minding his own business, comfortably out front in the 4G. 2 laps to go. They're side by side for third into 1 and 2. Burleson right around the bottom of the racetrack with Jones in the center. He goes up high off the exit, smashes the loud pedal, trying to even the way with the 22. He will in the turn number 3. Pulls to the right rear well, if you will. Off before the white flag is out, though, for Cole Derrick. The stand of the hourglass is ticked away for Converse and any of these other competitors to make a run on him. He has been gone since the drop of the green flag in this one. He started all the way in the final row from 7th to the win. Checkers out. Cole Derrick wins it. And heat race number 2 for the ABC Auto Parts 4 cylinders. Justin Converse second in a dead heat nearly at the line. It looks like Cole Burleson was able to hold off the 27 of Jacob Jones there for third, with Jones grabbing 4th, Black Cat in 5th. Cody, if you hear us anywhere, on behalf of Justin and all the gang and myself, man, we thank you so much for coming to race here at Timberline Speedway. We hope to see you back here for the Factory Stock 50, and we hope you come back for a regular night, and hope you have better luck, my friend. Lights are out. 15 laps, the top 8 to the gate. Here we go. Dustin Yount going to go side by side. They're full wide down the back straightaway. Oh my. Craig Oates, Strickland, and they're side by side for the race lead right here. Door to door. It's a good race, and look at the comers and goers and movers and shakers and all the slicing and dicing throughout the pack. I mean, what more can you ask for? This is fun stuff. This racetrack is great tonight from top to bottom. They're 3 wide down the back straightaway. Craig Oates splitting the gap there. And they're door to door for the race league. Tracy Corp holds on to the top spot of the 10 car to the inside of the new Boston Texan to the 007, looking to fire the trigger of the golden gun into 1. Dustin Yount will take over the top spot off the exit of turn number 2. Here comes who? Dustin Robinette. Dustin Robinette trying to throw him in the net of the 1R. Oh, and some contact there with the Texarkana racer Tracy Corp of the 1R. Robinette off the 4, and here comes Oates. He's like an oak. Craig Oates. They're 3 wide mid-pack here. I'm telling you, there's great racing all over the speedway right now. They're 3 wide for the transfer spot. Remember, the top 8 go, and right now they are 3 wide for the 8th and final transfer spot off of turn number 4. How long will it go? How long will it give? Literally, still 3 wide for transfer. Now door to door. Into turn number 3. Oaks side by side for third off of 4, but they're still side by side for transfer as well. Off of 4, it's a good one. Down the front straightaway, the 2 of Woodruff Hazard, the 20 of Ronnie Wilburn. Derek Lewis trying to march it. Here comes Robinette for the race lead. Robinette on the outside of the racetrack trying to find some momentum on the outside edge. Jacob the lap traffic is slow down the front straightaway, trying to limp it to the pit area. He'll get out of harm's way. No harm, no foul. We stay clean and green. In the 1 and 2. Off the exit of turn number 2. Robinette's going to get a big run here. Oh, and right there. Oh, that was close. That was as close as it gets. Robinette all over the tilting of the 007. Gave him a shot in the shorts there. Oh, and the caution comes out. Dustin Yance trying to send text messages to the 91, but they can't use those in the car. Say, get him back for me. Oh, some contact there on the start. Look at this. Oh, Derek Lewis just pushed big time there in the turns 3 and 4, and I have a mouthful of a Roy Burger, and it's delicious. We're 3 wide back here for 4th, 5th, 6th. The racing is so good and tight-knit right now with your top competitors. It's hard to tell who's in the 8th and final transfer spot. It switches and changes each and every corner and down the straights. Of course, more play added to this racetrack during the off week, the reason for the cancellation of last Friday night's events here at the Timberline Speedway. As Robinette is out front all by his lonesome in second. It's a 91 of Craig Oates. Derek Lewis is come on strong. Oh my, that car is really hooked up. Derek Lewis looking like Jeff Lewis. Down the front straightaway in 98, side by side for second. They were side by side for the 8th and final transfer spot, and Alan Lindo just took it back in hand in the 136 car. As Robinette continues to lead, the best battle on the racetrack right now is for the 5th spot off of turn number 4. They're door-to-door. Nashville, Arkansas in the 2 at Thomas Woodruff. And the 20th Princeton, Texas racer, Ronnie Wilbur. They're going at it tooth and nail. Transfer spot up for grabs right now. Down the back straightaway. Really, folks, it's embarrassing. I have a mouthful of a hamburger. But they're side by side for the 8th and final transfer spot. Lindo in the 136 and the 11 of Travis Bowden are going to go at it. And if they would have finished it that lap, Bowden would have taken it. He would have stolen away. Robinette. Oh, and Bowden in the 1 and 2. Robinette's going to win it. Second will go to Lewis. Third is Craig Oates. Fourth is Woodruff. Fifth, Wilbur. Sixth, Strickland. Seventh, Court. 10th. I'm sorry, 8th is the 11 of Bowden. And off of 4, drag racing to the line. Bowden's going to get the 8th and final transfer spot. Oh my, mini wedge kart main event's underway. The caution's already out. And the green flag waves were underway. Grayson Graham clipping the 88 there, turning him into the infield. The caution's already back out. So we'll try it again. They're back underway. Yeah. Dustin Hennigan with the race lead. Jackson Braylon up to the second spot. Grayson Graham has already found his way all the way up to third. Caution's out. But getting ready to climb out the 4th generation racer out of Marshall, Texas. Dating back to his great grandfather Ace Hennigan, to Tommy Joe Hennigan, to his father Chris Hennigan, now to little Dustin Hennigan out of Marshall, Texas. In Timberline Speedway WW Timber Victory Lane. Come get a word with me, Dustin. We'll go on this side for the RaceOnTexas.com cameras. How about it, young man? Last time we talked here, you were finished second. Tonight, you left no doubt, man. You led every single lap.
Yes.
Feels pretty good, doesn't it? Finally get a win.
Yes.
You've won at Jeans now. You've got one here. I guess it's the only 2 places we have to race at. But how much do you look forward to doing this every week?
It's very fun.
Y'all work on this thing at all? I mean, I don't guess you have to do a whole lot of work to it, do you?
My dad does.
Tell all the race fans how old you are and where you go to school. What other sports you play?
I'm from Marshall, Texas. I go to David Crockett, and I play baseball, and I'm 10 years old.
You're really good at baseball, too, aren't you? What position do you play?
Second base.
You used to catch, too, right?
Yes, sir.
Pretty good at second base. You going to be a Texas Ranger in the future?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You might be a race car driver, too. I tell you what, how much are you enjoying this right now? Just kind of having fun with mom and dad and sister? And where's Brooklyn? I asked you last time where Brooklyn was. Where's she at tonight?
At the ball field.
Y'all have fun with all this stuff, though?
Yes.
You look like you're having a blast, man. Tell us somebody you'd like to thank, young man.
I'd like to thank my dad, mom, Justin Whitehead for letting me race here.
Class act indeed, folks. Give it up for him from Marshall, Texas, the 4th generation Hennigan. It's little Dustin Hennigan. I like that right there. That the young kid showing sportsmanship. Racing, Graham shook his hand. He said, "Good race." Racing, you're getting used to these interviews up here, but this isn't, I don't think, where you want to be. You'd rather be up one spot, but hey, you finished. You've got 3 wins and a second. You can't beat that at all, man. A great average finishing position here. Getting kind of loud. I just want to give you an opportunity to thank the folks that help you out, young man. Another great run for you tonight.
Thanks.
Anybody in particular you want to thank real quick?
Craig, my dad, Randy, and all my sponsors on my cart. All the people that sponsor me.
Absolutely, young man. Sorry, got a little loud there for you. Y'all give it up for him, folks, out of Shreveport, Louisiana. Racing Graham, 8 years old. Kaylor got third. Third tonight. How about it, folks? Give it up. The driver of the Borderline Septic 36K, Kaylor Whitehead. To Kaylor, the first time in Victor Lane, first time I've interviewed you. Goodness, I've interviewed your daddy about 100,000 times. It's good to finally see you in Victor Lane. Did you have fun tonight?
Yes.
How much do you look forward to this during the week? I asked Dustin that. How much do you look forward to racing during the week?
A lot.
Do you? How much fun? I mean, it's got to be a lot of fun. Your smile says it all.
Yeah, it is really fun.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see. You know, your mom supports you so much. Your dad loves this stuff too. It's just a racing family. What are you planning on in the future? You gonna get you some wins coming up?
Yes.
Yeah, you been practicing a lot. They got you a little practice track.
Yes.
I hear you. Tell us everybody you'd like to thank, young lady.
My mom, my dad, and everybody that helps me, and Outlaw Race Cars, and that's it.
Best engines. That's not a best engine underneath the hood, though, is it?
Best engines too.
It's got the governor on it tonight. Hey, how old are you, Kayla, for all the folks that aren't aware?
8 years old.
Where you go to school?
Hooks.
You play any other sports or anything? You cheerlead, do any of that good stuff?
Gymnastics.
Well, whatever you do, I'm sure you're going to succeed. Congratulations on a 3rd place tonight, young lady.
Thank you.
Give it up for folks from Hooks, Texas. Kayla Whitehead at 36K. Hennigan, Chris Hennigan from Marshall, Texas. Driving Donnie Powers, number 6. It's Cody Castle on the 14. Outside of 2, 16-year-old kid, Ty Clement. The lights are out, 20 laps. Here we go. And a 1 for the first time. Kyle Plate's not going to get the whole shot and slide up in front of the 78. But here comes Jack. He'll slide right to the inside in the turn number 3. To the inside for the race lead. Can't get the job done. He'll go to the low side. Kyle Plate's not will lead lap number 1 here tonight. A slide job by Hennigan. Wow. And the 16-year-old kid is going to return the feather and throw the slide job back on Hennigan. Hennigan will cross underneath. Oh, can't get the job done in turn number 3. Here comes the kid, Clement for 2nd. Billy Jack Bruches straight on the front straightaway, wall down the front straightaway into 1. They're side by side for 3rd. One again, Chris Hennigan to the inside of the 16-year-old Ty Clement for 3rd. Down the back straightaway in the turn number 3. Kyle Plaison continues to lead here in Corley, Texas tonight. Jack Bruchen and reeling in for the race lead. Billy Jack trying to find something way on the outmost part of the track right now. It's not working for him in 3 and 4. Working very well into 1 and 2 for the 78 of Billy Jack Bruchen, but Kyle plays on very smooth right now. Looking to get his first ever win here in Corley, Texas at Timberline Speedway tonight, but a big bobble off before that time opens up the door for Jack to get a run on him into 1. Slamming the door shut in turn 1 is KB Kyle Plaison. Plaison's car, the handling is going away. Here comes Billy Jack Bruchen. Kyle Plaison's about to have heavy company, and Billy Jack nearly just lost it in the 3 and 4. Billy Jack Bruchen letting it hang out on the outside. Billy Jack Bruchen got it working on the outside, right on the cushion. He's going to live or die by it tonight. All until taking the 6 exit. Kyle plays on into turn number 1. Here comes Jack for the race lead. To the outside for the race lead, and he's going to get it. He does not have it yet. Into 3. Wow. Billy Jack Bruchen has got it wound up on the outside, and he's going to take the top spot. And the caution's out. Win here in Corley. But it's been over a year and a half since he last won here. Kyle Plaison trying to win for the first time here in his career. Boy, if we could have thrown Manuel Williams in here tonight with Dustin Tater, it'd have been a dandy. Chris Hennigan in 4th. Here we go. Good restart by the 16-year-old kid, Ty Clement. Clement will power to the inside, and he'll take 2nd away from Jack. This time by, it'll be 8 laps to go. And here comes the 16-year-old kid. Oh, and he just blew a motor. Oh, no. Heartbreak Hotel for Billy Jack Bruchen from Gladewater. Oh, no. Heartbreak Hotel for Billy Jack Bruchen. Hate to certainly see that for Jack. And that'll end the great race between him and the 6X that Kyle plays on right now, but it may be shaping up for another one. The 16-year-old kid, Ty Clement, he's got that number 10 GRT coming to him now. With a Sputz power plant underneath the hood, will Ty Clement still on away tonight from the veteran Kyle Plaison here in Texas, down the front straightaway. So the Falk Arkansas racer Manuel Williams II has won the first several Oklahoma modified races of the 2017 season here in Corley. And right now, into turn number 3. And off of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Kyle Plaison, still your race leader in the Hatfield Power Specialty Contractor 6X Mars race car. Those Mars race cars, built by Jimmy and Chris Nars out of Menominee, Wisconsin. Of course, Kyle Plaisant grew up cutting his teeth racing door to door with the USMTS hot shoe right now, Cade Dillard. Dillard is one year in his career. I wonder if they shared any notes and stuff for this weekend. I'll ask him that in Victor Lane if he holds on. But don't count out the 16-year-old Ty Clampett. If a bobble is made up front by the 6X of Plaisant, Clampett could be there to pounce and capitalize. A great run tonight for Ty Clampett once again. The Race on Texas 2016 Breakout Driver of the Year. Into one. Turn number 4, the white flag's waving. Final trip, Natchitoches, Louisiana racer Kyle Plaisant wins your Oval Modified main event tonight. And we'll head down to get a word from KP. Hey folks, his first ever trip here to Timberline Speedway tonight. I was talking about earlier, he may have been here one other time in his career. It's the first time you ever raced here, or second? First. It is first time, okay. First time he's ever raced here, like I talked about earlier. His driver back when he was a youngster. Made the All-Tel 100 at Batesville Motor Speedway. He's been one of the best to do it out of the state of Louisiana. The driver of the Hatfield Racing Power Specialty Contractors Mars race car. These Mars race cars built out of Menominee, Wisconsin. Give it up, though, for Natchitoches, Louisiana racer KP Kyle Plaisant 6X. Well, Kyle, first trip here to the great state of Texas on a Friday night. You've been going over to Lone Star Summit, had some success there in 2016. That's for to come over here and pick up a win here. Your first ever trip here to Timberline Speedway.
Good track. When that car spun out the lap before, I thought I heard him on the outside, so I tried to slow down and hope that he would stay where he was. Then when I saw him on the outside, I said, I knew where I should be. But no, really, really good track, and I like it. And thank my mom, my dad, my girlfriend, my new crew chief there, and especially all the fans. It wouldn't be the same without y'all.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you actually heard Billy Jack storm to the outside of you. I know you had to see him when he got that big run. He kept trying it. You made one bobble in 3 and 4, really opened up the door for him to try to get something on you. And this car was really good tonight, though. I told the race fans that you and Cade, both in these Mars cars, you won here last year. Wasn't sure if maybe you guys maybe talked tonight, maybe exchanged some notes. He helped you out a little bit.
Yeah, I talked to Cade right before, the kind of three-way Tater in the same deal, and I said, I know this is y'all's kind of the track, and Tater told me help here and there, and they kept telling me to ask each other, so I appreciate the help from everyone, and he helped me a lot.
Tell us everybody you want to thank on the race car.
My mom, my dad, especially contractors, Hatfield Motors, 49 Designs, El Patio, and you, good announcer.
Thanks. Hey, I tell you this. You didn't race for a little while. It's good to see you back racing quite a bit, man. You'll travel anywhere you need to go to race. Hope we can get you back here more on Friday nights, man. Best luck wherever you go the rest of 2017, man. It's been a great start of the year for you, Kyle. Good to see you back.
Thank you.
Kyle Plaisant, ladies and gentlemen, from Natchitoches, Louisiana. Robinette ready to put his foot through the floorboard as your pole sitter, 15 laps. So we are underway in your super stock main event. They're side by side in a 1 and 2. Skeet Amundsen trying to win 3 in a row coming into tonight. Had to earn one of those, though, as Robinette led every single lap of the main event. But not the final one that counted. A few weeks ago, he lost the tire. Lost something. Talked to him after the races. And lost something with a few to go. Or actually on the final lap, like I said. Austin Robinette all over Skeet Amison for the race lead. Off to the exit of turn number 4. 10 laps to go. 5 scored here at Timberline on the main event. Presented by Hadaway Towing. The Hadaway Towing numbers 27 of Dustin Robinette out of Hucks, Texas. One of the best to do it here in the Superstock ranks since this track opened in 2013. He's been a dominant force off the exit of turn number 4 down the front boulevard. Robinette fired a good one there, and he goes to the inside for the race lead. Oh my, 2 laps to go as Murphy and Son Timber number 86 and Kenny Murphy put the heat on Robinette for second there as we get down to the wire here. It'll be 1.5 laps to go when we meet the midpoint of the back straightaway. Skeet Amison with the race lead. Robinette got a little high, wide, and handsome there. Off the exit of turn number 2, may lose the second spot here. Coming off the exit of turn number 4 to the white flag this time. With Amison separating himself up front. Robinette by half the Cash Whisker has second at the line over the 86. Oh, look out. Kenny has nearly go 3 different lanes wide for second there. Amison with the race lead for the final time in the turn number 3. For the 3rd week in a row, off of turn number 4, your winner of the F5 from New Boston. How about it? Skeet Amison, your winner, followed by the 27 of Dustin Robinette. Robinette with a solid second tonight in 27. And third will be the Murphy and Son Timber 86 of Kenny Murphy. Chris Taylor with a good run. We are ready to go for 20 laps the distance. This should be a good one. RaceOnTexas.com limited modified main event is underway. 20 laps. Into 1. Who is going to get the race lead off the exit of 2? Lucky on the loud pedal, trying to slide up for the race lead, but Roy to the outside of him. He's got it. Aaron Roy with the race lead in the turn number 3 on the opening lap. But here he comes fighting down to the bottom of the racetrack. Off of 4, Kelly Lockheed trying to find some momentum. Finding it there on the low side. He'll go to the high side. Didn't know Ball was there. Ball's going to go over the marbles and jump the cushion. Lockheed squeezing the B75 of the freight train from Farmerville, Brandon Ball. Off of 4, how about Colby Mewburn? Colby Mewburn going to try to take second away at the flag stand from Lockheed. Ingles raising performance right now occupies 1, 2, 3, and 4 positions on the racetrack. There are 3 different lanes wide for second down the back straightaway. What a race. Colby Mewburn showing up and showing out tonight, and Brandon Ball just drove it in deep to show Lockheed, hey, not sure I appreciate how hard you ran me there a moment ago, and he's going to do it to him. 3 wide for second into 1 and 2. Meanwhile, they're letting Aaron Roy Rapid get way out front. The battle for second to Dandy. Throw him underneath the blanket. Colby Mewburn, Brandon Ball, Kelly Lockheed are going at it. Limited modified action here at Timberline Speedway in 2017, presented by RaceOnTexas.com, has been phenomenal. From the opening night winner, Steve Haley. And that was one of the best races I've seen this season. So Brandon Ball picking up a win here, and he's about to throw a slide job on Mubern for the third spot. Will he clear him? No, he won't. Mubern had to get on the brakes. Brandon Ball with an aggressive slider into 3 and 4. Into 1 and 2, they're still side by side for the third spot. Mubern not going to give it up. Looking like Brian out there, flying Uncle Brian. This kid has really caught it quick, folks. He gets the genes and the talent honest. The Mubern family has been racing around Texarkana, Narco-Tex area for many years. Colby's been very impressive, whether he's in the Outlaw Chassis Factory stock or in this IRP Limited. Whenever Dad gives him the nod. It seems like Mom and Dad are getting a little more comfortable each and every time these youngsters drive. And that means it's closer and closer to Brian Mubern's retirement. Hopefully not for the two-time Factory Stock 50 winner. But right now, the eight-time and defending 67 Speedway Limited Modified Track Champion Rapid Roy, Aaron Roy, is killing them. He is already approaching turn number 3. He's in the center point of 3 and 4 right now. Hilly Lockie in second. Brendan Ball rides third. Your top 5 are all strung out. Back to 5th is the 22 MAGA Dylan Spear. He's door-to-door with the 42 Lee Carver. That's the best battle right now on the racetrack in the 1 and 2. To the inside is Spear. Spear to the inside. He'll try to take that position away. Can't get the job done. Down the back straightaway. Carver powers to the outside of him. He's on the outside line and all the momentum to his advantage. Off the exit of 4. It's down to 10 in, 10 laps to go. A caution will be needed for Lockie or for Ball. And I tell you, if they get it, don't count them out. This clean air, very important. Lap traffic about to be a major reality for your race leader, Aaron Roy, in a few moments. But he may not need, it may not even matter. Lap traffic may not even catch him up enough because the advantage he has is so sizable right now. He has separated himself. And he could make a few mistakes and still have more mistakes to throw. So we'll see, though. You never know. Never is certain. And Billy Mazzella slow down the back straightaway. Not sure he'll get to the infield. We will not get caution. He'll pull to the infield out of harm's way. We're clean and green. Next time by. It is 7 laps to go. 14 complete, 7 to go. And the battle for second is shaping back up to be a good one again. Lockie doing a great job holding off the former Tootsie Smith Memorial Champion. So the reigning Longhorn Classic winner here in the factory stock. Kelly Lockie back here at Timberline was trying to get a limited modified victory tonight. Won his heat race in commanding fashion. And Ball is giving him heck for the second spot. But for Aaron Roy, this is what he needs. He needs this shot in arm right here. He needed this kind of performance and dominant performance if he can hold on. Just kind of catapulted into the rest of 2017 as he's had some good runs, had some good top 3s, top 5s, but not able to cash in on a victory yet here at his home racetrack. Into turn number 3. Roy slicing and carving through lap traffic now, but this is it. 5 laps to go for car 35, the Texarkana Emergency Center Presto Magic Clean IRP of Rapid Roy, Aaron Roy. Kelly Lockie still second as Ball is giving him everything he's got. Oh, and Ball just lost it. Brandon Ball nearly just spun it all the way out. Regathered it up there. As we are looking right now for our 4th different limited modified winner in 2017. So Steve Haley won on opening night. Brandon Ball's on here. Jason Ingalls, the most recent winner here. And tonight, it could be Aaron Roy if he can hold on for 2 more. It's not over until the checkered flag falls. Off from turn number 4, this time by for the driver of the Texarkana Emergency Center, Presto Magic Clean. Number 35, Aaron Roy. Rapid makes his final trip around the Corley Oval. Setting his sights on turn number 3 for the final time. Off of 4 after a breakout season in 2016. History repeats itself. Rapid Roy, Aaron Roy to victory lane. So history repeats itself here at Timberline tonight with Aaron Roy grabbing the victory. Breakout year last season. And that was after having back surgery and all kind of other things, fighting a lot of adversity a year ago. He opens up this season. He's been strong. He's had quite a few top 5s, some top 3s. And Brandon Ball won last Saturday at Arklatex. He finished second. And on this particular date a year ago, Aaron Roy was in victory lane. Like I said, history repeats itself. Ball nearly got second, too. I said to him last weekend at Arklatex in victory lane, as Aaron finished second, I said the following race, Aaron wins it and you finish second. I don't want history to repeat itself, is what he said. But climbing out of the car, it's Rapid Roy. Aaron Roy out of Red Lick, Texas. Man, only the 4th race of 2017, but 4 different limited modified winners so far this year. Let's face the race on Texas cameras. 4 different winners so far this season. This class has been so competitive, man. You've had solid top 5s, top 3s, a second last Saturday at Arklatex. This car's just been getting better and better tonight, man. You left no doubt on the table. You absolutely just whooped them tonight.
Yeah, well, first couple weeks this season, we was trying some new things, but it just falls back. Jason Ingles is always right. He has the best cars, and just run what he tells you to run. You're going to be up front every night.
Y'all stay in communication with each other quite a bit?
Oh, yeah, we text about every week.
On race nights?
Not on race night, just during the week.
Yeah. Well, on Fridays, I thought it might be easier because he's usually not racing on Fridays. How much does this mean to you, though, to get back to victory lane here, man? Kind of a tough start to the year for you. I mean, you've had some good runs, just kind of some tough luck, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of sad when top 5s are bad nights, but this season it's been kind of rough. I almost forgot how to get here, I think.
How's it feel to, ultimately get back here? But this nice new wrap on your car, Texarkana Emergency Center, nice to have that them on board for 2017.
Yeah, it feels great to be here, and I couldn't do it without Texarkana Emergency Center. My mom, dad, my wife, my kids, and IRP, D wraps, Presto Magic Clean, and RPM engines.
I'll try to explain this as quick and the best I can. I told the race fans several times. When you finished second to Ball last weekend, he won. The following race, you had won at Arklatex, and he finished second. They said, well, I might just not show up then. But you had won on this particular date at Timberline a year ago, so I guess history keeps repeating itself. Ball finished third tonight, though.
Yeah, I heard you said that last week in his interview. You put a lot of pressure on me. I felt like I had to uphold what you said. I was glad we could do it.
Hey, man, great run tonight. Good to see you back in WW Timber Victory Lane.
All right, thank you.
Aaron Roy, Rapid Roy out of Red Lick, Texas. My good friend, I've needed to text him back for like 6 months. He's probably mad at me. I see number 50, that'll be Billy Mazzil. And the Hadaway Towing number 1R, it'll be Dustin Robinette for the Hooks, Texas. Hadaway Towing number 68, that's Phil Hadaway. 20 laps the distance, we're ready to rock and roll. Josh Warren on the loud pedal, we're underway. Josh Warren looking to get the whole shot in a 1 and 2. Aaron Green already on the move in 87. Oh, we got hard problems in a 1 and 2. Well, you got a Walmart and a Target parking lot. Oh, wait, who is this? Is that? Well, that's Brandon Brown. I'm not sure of the other driver there. But, that's not the first time we've seen. All right, hey, if you don't work at the racetrack, then you don't belong on the racetrack. Not sure what I'm gonna do yelling at them from over here, but like, hey, you know. Well, let's be honest, guys. This isn't the first time we've seen something like this at a dirt track. If you've been around this sport long enough, it happens. Tempers overflow. In this high attrition sport, as Craig Oakes pulls the 91 to the pits. Not sure what happened there. I'm trying to figure out who Brandon Brown is tussled with here. Of course, I always hope that cooler heads will prevail, but like I said, isn't the first time you see something like this at a track. Maybe the first time we've seen something like this happen this year, but you know, tempers overflow, and sometimes lock the good out of it until you beat the pulp out of somebody or try to. I don't know. We're back. Your fact stock down the front straightaway, ready to go. One. Josh shot in 62X. Abernathy comes in green. Aaron Green's got to go to run down the back as well as why don't you get the plate for the top 4. Get into 1 and 2. Hub through the exit to number 4. Josh Warren lead lap number 1. Off of 4. Abernathy to the outside. Back into 1 and 2. Abernathy trying to find a lane right to the center of the Timberline Speedway. There are 3 different lanes off of the top spot. You throw a Blake right now over your top 3 as they head to number 3 with 2 scored in this 20-lap main event presented by ABC Auto Parts. Off of turn number 4. Josh Warren still with the race lead in 62X. Here comes Chad. Abernathy into 1. Right to the outside of him for the race lead. Can't get the job done. Aaron Green right around sticking and hug on the hub. Down the back straightaway. Aaron Green's going to peek to the inside for the race lead. Aaron Green to the inside for the race lead. Can't get the job done. Through 3 and 4. Chad Abernathy on the outside. What a race so far early in this one. Back into 1 and 2. The 3 wide for the race lead. What more do you want, race fans? Down the back straightaway. Aaron Green to the inside. He wants the top spot. Warren says, no. Get out of my house. 3 wide for the race lead. This race right here speaks itself. And on the front straightaway into 1. Josh Warren going to switch lines. Will go to the outside. Going to give the 87 the bottom. And all of a sudden, Lee Carver's going to throw his hat into the ring and make himself a play. There are 3 different lanes wide for the race lead still. What an absolute barn burner here in the first 5 laps of your A main event for the factory stocks. $5,000 on the line here in a few weeks, and they're going at it here for only $400 tonight. Into 1. Abernathy on the outside, about to let it come to him. This big run by Abernathy may pay dividends. He may have to get his sweep off here. We'll see what happens. It's Aaron Green now with the race lead in 87. Down the front boulevard off the exit of turn number 4. Aaron Green with a race lead, looking awfully impressive. Smooth as silk right around the hub. Abernathy not going to budge off that outside with Lee Carver now following the tire tracks of the ZQX to Josh Warren, who rides second. And Carver just slid up in front of Chad for 3rd. Here comes Lee Carver. Lee Carver has got it working in the 5F. He'll try to pull to the outside of the 62, and he will. Down the front straightaway. Lee Carver has got that 5F working very, very good right to the center, to the high point of the Timberline Speedway into 1 and 2, and he's also looking good in 3 and 4. Aaron Green, though, he loves it right around the bottom right now. Stuck and digging like Chuck off of 4. Green still with the race lead. Lee Carver has found a way on that outside line to pick off the 62X of Warren and the 4 of Abernathy, with Smooth Waters riding in 5th. James Thompson 6th. 7th is the 1R of Dustin Robinette. 8th is TJ Evans. 9th is Billy Mazzell. Running out the top 10 is Scotty Nichols. Next time by, it'll be 10 in and 10 laps to go. With Aaron Green, the young man out of Texarkana, trying to get his first career victory here in Corley, Texas tonight. That car was so good in heat race action last weekend in Vivian after he beat Whitehead in a heat race. He didn't get the result he was looking for in the main event. But this young man, like I said earlier, nearly won the 2,500 to win Longhorn Classic 2 years ago, and Ronald Pilkington was victorious. As he's down the back straightaway, we're 10 in, 10 laps to go. It'll be 9 to go this time by at the line for Aaron Green in 87. Don't believe Aaron Green will have time to reach lap traffic. Will we receive caution, though? Tracy Corp is slow down the front straightaway. Should be able to get out of harm's way to the pit area, and he will. Corp out of harm's way. This one may go. This is an absolute Donnybrook special. The first 10 laps. Aaron Green trying to make it a snoozer now for the rest of his competitors and dominate the final 10 laps of this main event. If we somehow get a caution, Lee Carver's got something up his tricky sleeve. I think for these guys to go caution free, well, after that melee in the 1 and 2 there on the opening deal, other than that, this is going caution-free since that time. It shows the ability of all these guys and many of these racers represented throughout this main event. And heck, all of them are still on the lead lap. And Green still has a long way to go before he could even approach the tail end of lap traffic. That just is to show why we would pay these guys a $5,000 to win race here in a few weeks. Ultra competitive factory stock action. Aaron Green, the man with the plan, with the gas pedal and the wheel in his hand. He only has 3 more circuits to get his first ever win here at Timberline Speedway tonight. Off of 4, Green in 87. So impressive for Aaron Green's drive tonight. Lee Carver has not given up yet. He said he's going to drop the wheels off the 5F, and he's going to use the outside to do it. But he's been catfishing the bottom of the river the final time, the final trip around Timberline Speedway for the 87 of Aaron Green. He's been here in his career before. Aaron Green on the loud pedal off the exit of 2 down the back straightaway for the final time. Into turn number 3. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. This is the white flag this time. One more trip around the racetrack for Aaron Green in 87. He'll deserve a major round of applause, and what a run for Lee Carver. But off of 4, his first ever win at Timberline Speedway comes tonight. The 87 of Aaron Green in a dominant run. Wow. From dead last to win his heat race earlier, sets himself up for a good start in the main event, and he absolutely annihilates his competition. And a young man who has worked very hard and tireless career progressed to this point. He's a bad man. He deserves this. There's a natural progression in a racing career that you get to, and he's reached it. Of course, Aaron Green, he's formerly a feature race winner of the 67 Texarkana Speedway, but he's never cashed in here in Corley. Nearly thought he was going to get one in Vivian last weekend, but that was dominant tonight for you, young man. Give it up for him, folks. Aaron Green in 87. How about it, young man? First off, let's talk about that dominant heat race performance. You passed every single car. I said you got the Walmart special times 5. Literally, you passed. You started dead last. You passed 7 cars, or 8 cars, and were to the lead in literally 3/4 of a lap, man. I mean, what can you say about this heat race tonight that really sets you up to pick them off in the main event?
Well, honestly, I think I got lucky. That's about it. Man, me and my dad, we've been grinding so hard to get this car right. We're spending every day on this thing, getting it right, making sure everything's perfect. And man, I can't thank my family enough, because without them, I would not be in this position. They've helped us out so much. And of course, Donovan Owens with the F1 racing engines, Pro 1's transmissions, and man, it's a blessing to be here, I'll tell you that.
You know, what's so impressive about your drive tonight is you were just so smooth as silk right around the bottom of the racetrack. Lee Carver worked his way to the outside, and I was thinking maybe that outside line's going to come to fruition, man. But you were just so smooth. How calculated were you behind the cockpit to make sure you just hit your marks each and every turn and not make a mistake?
Man, honestly, I don't know. I was so nervous. I haven't been in the lead for so long, and I was just trying not to hit the U-tires and getting in that mud down there. So
you say you've been working hard on the car. How big of a shot in the arm did it give you to pass Justin Whitehead last weekend in Vivian and beat him in the heat race? I know it was just the heat, maybe not had the result you wanted in the main event, but I tell you, that had to give you a lot of confidence.
Yeah, it gave me a lot of confidence. That's the first time I've ever done that before. So it's just great to be here, man. Can't thank everybody enough.
You belong and you deserve to be here. You know, your grandpa, everybody's high-fiving over here. I said it a minute ago. That's what dirt track racing is all about. When I used to come to this racetrack and I'd announce Aaron Green's name, I'd often say, where's the Aaron Green fan club, you know? And there they are. They've supported you since day one for this moment right here. Congratulations, young man. You deserve it.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Give it up for him, folks, from Texarkana. Aaron Green in victory lane. In the F1 number 5 out of Redwater. Four-cylinder main event is underway. Connor Mewburn sells it off down the back straightaway on the outside and looks to take the race lead from Derek. They're door-to-door for the race lead through 3 and 4 and off of turn number 4. Cole Derrick's going to lead lap 1 over the 36 of Connor Mewburn. making her way in the four-cylinder main event. Oh, and around goes the 27 of Jacob Jones. Look out, Jacob. Jones going to come to a halt at the exit of turn number 2 of the caution. Is going to come back out on the speed plant. Sorry about the delay and not being on the mic here, folks. In a 1 and 2 for the race lead, it's Cole Derrick out front in 4G. And getting a big run to the outside of the 22 is Cole Brosen, looking to win 4 in a row here at Timberline Speedway at his home track. This time, it'll be 2 laps to go in your 4-cylinder main event off of turn number 4. Derrick with the race lead. It was Burleson and Derrick who were neck and neck at the line of the Boot Hill Speedway a few weeks ago with Cole Derrick getting the victory. And Burleson just broke. He's done. And here comes Converse. Converse is going to try to steal one away here in the late going. Converse to the outside for the race lead through 3 and off of turn number 4. Derrick feels the pressure. He'll come up and look to slam the door shut. Converse would have won the race that time at the line. Oh my. Converse, who's typically in a different universe. They're going to have to split the lap traffic. The C49 is going to go way high, wide, and handsome. Or he's going to go way up top where Grandpa keeps the good bourbon. Through 3 and 4. On the low side, it's Cole Derrick. Side by side for the race lead. Drag race it to the line and making contact. Give it to Ricky Craven. Oh, I was thinking of that Kurt Busch, Ricky Craven Darlington race, even though they didn't make as much contact. Justin Converse just cannot be denied, folks. He won a thriller at Arklatex last Saturday night, and he wins another thriller here on a Friday night. I'll tell you what, these 4-cylinders. Give it up for him, Timberline, for Justin Converse in C49. He's been the man to beat at Timberline Speedway since we had this class join the Speedway. Whew. Man, Justin, that's 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row, man. You liable to have a heart attack. You keep having these close finishes or give your family a heart attack. One, I tell you what, tonight, man, you just let it all hang out. The car really came to you with a few to go. And you were cold, Derek, and man, you stole that one away there with 1 to go. What a race.
There for a while, I didn't think I was going to do it. I'd get in the turns and it'd lose power about mid-turns and it'd gain power back. And I was like, oh, Lord, here we go again.
How important was it for you? You knew you had to. You knew you were going to have to win this race on the outside tonight. You're going to have to get it wound up on that outside.
Oh, yeah, the outside's where it's at. I mean, you'd have to have some hellacious power to run down low and be a standard. With an automatic, you can't run down low and keep your RPMs up. High side's where it's at.
I was going to say, how tough is that, though? A lot of people may see this as an entry-level class, but it takes a lot of finesse to get this car up there on that outside and kind of, be able to work the throttle and not push to keep the momentum, keep the car straight.
Yeah, I noticed in the heat race, I had way too much air in my tires, and air in front tires on this class is a big difference because you'll go into the turns and it'll shoot you up if you got too much. If you got too less, you'll roll a tire. So I told myself before the feature, I'm fixing to let it down just a little bit so the hook.
I tell you what, if people aren't sold on the 4-cylinder class yet, it date back to 3 weeks ago to Cole Burleson's race with you. I'm sorry, Cole Burleson and Cole Derrick at Boot Hill. They literally had a photo finish. You and Cole Derrick had a photo finish last weekend at Arklatex Speedway. And then tonight, you just steal this one away. Exciting racing. I don't know what more folks can ask for out of this class, especially, pretty new class. It's really growing right now.
Oh, yeah, it's growing. It's one of the cheapest classes to get into. You can't really do much to it. I might have $700 in this car.
It's fun.
And it runs up front. You just got to find the right car.
You're having fun.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely having fun.
Anybody you want to thank in particular?
Kids Painting Body, Bad Boy Enterprise, Mud Bones Restaurant, my friends, family. That's about it.
I said that race is so good, and Vivian, I said I want to drive one. You said I could drive it. Don't lie to me.
No, you want to drive it? After the races, come and get in it.
No, I want to race it. Like I want to pass Cole Derrick and win. I'm just kidding. I'm not. I might though. Yeah, I'm just giving you a hard time. Congratulations on a great run, and thanks for the great show.
Thank you.
Justin Converse in Victory Lane.